So the next one that we have, our second poem, is usable words, again with our word bank. And this is where I reveal what our word bank is. So the four words that I gave us for our challenge. The first one is rail car. The second one is black. The third one is obscure. And the last one is excuse. And again, Gabe, I leave it up to you to who you want to start first. We can switch it up. We can leave it completely
No,
up to you.
I'll go first again. Just so everyone knows, this is actually a really short poem. I felt it worked in a very concise way. So I'll go ahead. And this is called The Rail Car. Hurtling forth to unknown trails, a tumbling rail car flown off the rails. Inside the black, obscure despair, anger, upwards, fury in midair. I have no excuse, only my mind. Can I stick the landing? Hopeful, happy, but blind.
I'm like, as short as it is, there's a lot to unpack thinking about that because like it really gives like an emotional context that I just again, you're giving me this journey, but there's a lot of weight to this in just this short amount of time that you presented it to. I
Thank
like
you.
this.
Yeah, it was. I, of the three, this was maybe the one I struggled with the most, maybe because of having to hit certain words. But
Hmm.
I just thought, yeah, I'm a fan of like short poems that are dense and have meaning, like Robert Frost. So that's what I was
Oh
going
yeah.
for.
Yeah, and again, for all of you, I mean, I've read quite a few bits of pieces of poetry from other poets myself. I try to lead inspiration from within too, but yes, Robert Frost, yeah, a definite inspiration I can say on a lot of things. I also tried to dabble in different types of techniques and styles. Um, you'll even notice some things from like a certain pattern or a certain type of like rap like quality and certain things I put into.
Yeah, I was
You know,
actually wondering if that was like one of your influences was to try and make it like a spoken word performance piece.
I tried that a lot. I mean, thankfully for like pieces like Hamilton, and we have like our modern, our lyricists in general from like saying rappers and stuff like that. That it really is an inspiration to a lot of people. So I mean, whether and I also don't like just to put it out there. I don't like constraints so much and like having a certain type of uh method. A poem is a lot of it is a thing. It's a personal thing that you kind of put out how you want it to. It doesn't always have to rhyme. I mean, Dr. Seuss is not everybody, but we'll always go through the journey. It's something that's deeply personal, so never be afraid to just try various things out there. You
Exactly.
could be the new thing for all we know.
Mhm.
So go we can go to mine again for our theme bank. I have a poem called Lost Love Crazy. Mi corazón, the rail car filled with matter, filling with passengers, but none to stay, left with few. No, nothing, just a scatter. Because the coals of desire have burnt you so black, come in to depart, but never look back. Mi pasión, so obscure is your torment, leaving me here at the station to vent, spewing out tickets to ride, but that's only an excuse to cloak the shame you really hide. Mi cerebro, the conductor of control. We were good friends so long, long ago. But Passion, Corazon, they took over, wreaked havoc and mayhem, and soon lost order. The correct decisions are never too easy, because when it was, we let you go, bro, and end in lost love. Thanks.
Oh, I think that's the most intense of everything that's been shared, and I appreciate the bits of Spanish. Um, yeah, I know you like to leave it open to interpretation, but I part of me wants to know the story behind that.
There's usually like, in my life and as in a lot of our lives, heartache is always to some part of has chiseled us to be. So, um, I would like to say as passion and my heart has gone strong in a lot of my relationships, that heartache also remains, and also realizing and reassessing, that has taken over my mind on a lot of pieces, whether it's something relatively current or something far back. It's something that ever remains, and something that I can always speak upon almost at a demand, so that is definitely in context, a reflection of a lot of the passionate relationships I've had and how I've really just, have turned around, sometimes even for the worse, due to the control, or rather the embodiment of, my two companions, which are my corazon and mi pasión. And I wanted, again, with the whole Spanish thing, I kind of wanted to kind of go back to our roots of how we worked with each other too. And we'll go into that, I believe, a little bit more into the interview, but I just kind of wanted to, chime in on that, and our Latin roots, because I'm sure a lot of people kind of see me as a little ambiguous too. I am Latino 100%. I love you asking too.
Nice. Yeah, it was much appreciated.